The gate's been opened? I wonder who the hell could have possibly done that. I don't know. I have no idea. Hi friends, welcome back to Dergy Playin Virtue's Last Reward. So yeah, last episode we did pantry things and it took me a while to do that room. More of the puzzles than usual went over my head. I hope that's not a trend that will keep happening. I like to get through rooms quicker than I used to. It feels like progress. I do love doing the rooms anyway, but when I start taking a long time I get impatient with myself. And I feel stupid, and it's not great. And then I just feel like I have to look up a lot of things, because again, I don't want to sit there and figure out a puzzle for 40 years. I want to advance the story and think about the story. I'm really excited to see what might happen here, because again, these big long routes, and this is the last one, tend to have a few different things going on. A few revelations, a few connections. I think we might be able to do something about the bombs this time, maybe. But I think this is on the other side of the tree from where the bomb stuff happens. But don't quote me on that. I think it is. So yeah, I think I remember on the tree. It was on the other side from like where the bomb stuff is. I could literally open the flowchart up right now and look at that, but I'm right. I know I'm right. I had to think for a second. But I really do wonder, maybe we're gonna get another bomb password here, or maybe there's not gonna be much of particular note, but I don't quite remember what it was yet, but I feel like there's already been something this route, but I haven't played in a while, like a week or so. Basically, I played too many sessions in a small amount of time and burned my ass out. And then I didn't really want to record for a week, and I didn't have to keep the videos going because I had holy backlog Batman, so I didn't for a while, but now I'm back and I'm like, yeah, what happened? It was kind of nice to have some stuff so fresh in my mind, but you know, I need to strike a balance, because I love making these, I love recording them, but no matter how much you love something, if you do it way too much, you need to step away from it at some point.
One of the other teams must have done it.
Yeah, I wonder who the hell that could have been, you know. For some reason I can't think of one, but for some reason, I feel like there's this blonde, smug bastard who's just standing near the door and like being a dickhead. And also I think I might have touched on this before, but I think it makes more sense now that like Dio might be doing that as part of what he was sent here to do, in his words. I'm thinking it might have been by Zero Senior, and I think that's the most likely scenario. But it might have been someone trying to disrupt what Zero is doing. I don't know. Like, I feel like he might be part of the cult that made Radical 6 and all that, and, you know, that apparently Ace was always part of. And I think he actually did the experiment for them, not just because he wanted to see faces. He just made that lie because he wasn't going to disclose anything about, you know, what he's actually trying to do, right? That always felt like a weak reason, and it felt out of place, in my opinion, a very well-written series so far, especially in regards to character motivations and things like that. So it was odd to me that that was like such a lame reason. Although granted, yeah, it must be horrible living with what he has, where you can't distinguish people's faces. But I always had a feeling it was more than that, and I think it was. Having an actual half-assed reason for anything doesn't make sense for how these games have gone so far. So I think that it really is just related to the cult. That's why he did that. He wanted to figure out how to use the power of the Espers to further their goals. But yeah, I'm thinking that the reason Dio keeps doing that, it's not just because he wants to hurry everyone up. Like, he might literally just be trying to expedite what he's here to do, but at the same time, what if he literally is just the one that pushes the game forward? I don't think it was just killing the old woman, or else why would he be a player in the game? But yeah, like, man, Dio's willing to do some horrible things to accomplish whatever the hell his goal is. Like murder. In fact, he was willing to murder Sigma as well. We saw that. He was willing to use Quark's life as a bargaining chip. You know, basically he doesn't give a fuck who lives or dies, which is, except for himself. I'm hoping it's just not because he's a sociopath or something. Maybe he is part of that cult and he believes the same thing they do. And that's all that he needs for that, but I don't know, I have a feeling it might be something different than that. Like, I have a feeling, just like Tamiyoji, Zero is holding something over Dio's head too. But either way.
But the rest of us aren't even back yet.
Just then. Whoa. Did you two just get back?
Yes, we did, but
Then the team that opened the AB gate must have been the ones who went through the blue door.
That would be Luna, Vi, and Dio.
Huh? Wait. You guys went through the green door, didn't you? Then why the hell did you come out of the blue one?
There's an explanation for that, I promise. Just have any of you seen...
Okay, this might be the revelation I'm expecting from each of these routes. I'm wondering if one route can unlock several routes, and I have a feeling that it can. Because I've been through so many routes that have not unlocked all of the black question marks I keep piling up elsewhere, that I'm like, I have a feeling there's gonna be some endings or routes or whatever that just unlock more than one of them. Either that or just they're all tied to one specific ending that I haven't gotten to, and there are still quite a few I haven't gotten to. Again, this game feels so fucking huge compared to fucking 999. Like, Jesus, man. I feel like this game is taking forever for me to get through compared to that game. It's just, there's so many more endings. Quark? No, we haven't seen him. Did something happen?
He's gone.
Gone?
On the other side of the green door, we found a room called the treatment center. We found our key cards and left, but on our way out, he just disappeared.
Yeah, treatment center. The pods. Wait a minute. They put him in there and for some reason agreed to tell no one else about it so that they know he's safe, maybe. That's what I'm thinking here, and I think this has happened at least once before. It makes a lot of sense for him to do that. And it makes a lot of sense for Kay to agree to that. Either that, or what if I'm completely wrong and somehow Quark shut himself in the pod or someone else put him in there, or he's not even in the pod. But considering they left the treatment center, and we've seen him in the pod before several times, where else could he be? I'm very, I don't have enough information to speculate further, but I have a feeling I'm right about him leaving him in the pod. And it makes sense for Temioji to do that as a protective thing, because Quark is very unstable right now, and the pods can stabilize him. And once he realized that, he just put him in there, and probably just as an extra measure, said to Kay, don't say anything. Or what if Kay was distracted enough elsewhere in the room that Temioji was able to do that himself? Because it makes more sense that he would trust absolutely no one here, including Kay, actually, other than Quark, obviously. Either way, so you went through the blue door to see if he'd gone in there?
No, that's not it. Look at this map.
Okay, yeah, they wound around. And I guess looking for Quark, they wound around. Or maybe Quark did somehow go off and hide. I hope that he didn't go off, hide, and kill himself. Oh god, but again, like, they left the treatment center. It makes so much sense that Temioji would do that. But we'll see. Oh, so you go through the green door and then accidentally skip dialogue? Wow, amazing. I know, right? I'm so good at video games, anyway.
It looks like there's a pretty big room in the middle there. What is it?
A warehouse similar to the one on floor A.
In any event, we've spent some time searching, but have been unable to locate Quark.
Either that, or they hit his ass and went around to have a story about that. Huh, well, maybe he went back to the other floor already?
That is a possibility. I will return and see.
I'm going back through the blue door. Figure I'll take a look at the area Luna and her team were searching.
I'll come with you then. We've got a better chance of finding him with two pairs of eyes.
Right. Thanks.
Huh.
Sorry about all this.
He really lost him, didn't he? I don't like this.
I guess there's nothing for it. I'll help look for him.
Me too.
Then we'll leave floor A to you guys.
Right, let's go. Come on, Clover.
Right behind you.
Aw, cute. Tenmyoji and I headed through the blue door while Alice, Clover, and Kay climbed into the elevator. When music cuts out, my brain goes, oh boy. Okay, oh wait, okay, yeah, they're searching this room after it's been puzzled through, I do believe. I think that's what the open lockers signify. It's this place.
It looks like a bunch of hazmat suits, probably for protection against viral or chemical agents.
So these things keep you from getting sick?
Yeah, that's the idea. We should ask Luna's group about them. They investigated this room first.
Hey, there's another room underneath.
Well, let's have a look then.
Damn. He's not here.
Oh, Quark, where the hell did you go? I should have kept a closer eye on him. If I'd just been watching.
Tenmyoji Huggo. Tenmyoji's face was drawn and the knuckles of his fists were white. He was an old man, but until then I hadn't realized how old. Suddenly he looked very, very tired. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll find him. Come on, let's go try somewhere else. Put a gentle hand on his shoulder and guided him toward the exit. Yeah, he's genuinely... Okay, he did not... I'm pretty sure my theory's debunked there, that he put Clark in that pod. Did someone else put him in there, and why? Did someone kill him, and why? Did Radical 6 happen? Please no. Please God no. So this is the Floor B warehouse, huh? It looks just like the other one.
It's pretty close. I'll give you that. A couple differences, though. I'll look over there.
The doors are shining? No way. Are these chromatic doors?
Yeah, seems like it. See over here? They've got a box next to them, just like the ones next to the other doors.
Guess they're all white doors this time. We should go tell the...
No, first we look for Quark.
I thought we were going to be interrupted by someone else, but of course Tenmyoji would say this. But, look, I don't think he's here. What do you say we head back to Floor A for now? Maybe somebody else has already found him. Tenmyoji Huggo.
Let's go.
Huggo, 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 Huggo! Extremely large Huggo. Dio.
Oh, it's just you. I'm guessing you haven't found Quark? I ran into Clover and Alice in the warehouse up on Floor A. They told me about Quark and how you're all looking for him.
So he hasn't come back to the warehouse?
Nope. Maybe he just went off to ruminate on a solution to this game. Chewing his cud, so to speak.
What?
Well, that's what ruminants do, isn't it?
Is he trying to call Quark an animal? I don't know how I feel about that, but it sounds like a very Dio thing to do. Also known as asshole-ish thing to do, because he is an asshole. We've confirmed this many times over now. But I have a feeling he might have locked him away in the pod or even killed him for some purpose. But ruminant can also literally just mean someone who's contemplative. Which, well, I would say Quark fits that bill. So I'm a ruminant, I think you could probably say. Because I ruminate about these games a lot, that's for damn sure. Oh boy. Yeah, these videos are just big old ruminations while I play the game. That's literally what this is, actually. Hey, this is no time for jokes. You should be out there looking for him, too.
Why would I do that? It sounds so boring.
Christ, you dickhead. What you worried about? No. He doesn't give a fuck, dude. He killed one person. Definitively, he definitely was ready to kill another person. He'd probably be ready to kill anyone else as long as it got him to 9 points. Probably, I would imagine. And he also didn't give a fuck if Quark specifically lived in one ending for, like, damn certain. So, fuck him, basically, is what I'm saying. Because, like, he just gets scummier and scummier and scummier the more we see of him. And I want to know why more and more. And I hope there's a why that's good enough for how much of a dickbag he is. And I don't know if there is one. He's literally the main antagonist of this game at this point. Because Zero Jr. goes quiet for most of the game. So what happens is Dio is the main antagonist we have. And then in other routes, you know, we've had Alice as an antagonist briefly. You could say anyone that betrayed us is an antagonist, at least for that point in time. And then, like, the big antagonist is obviously Zero Sr., who we've seen once in that hologram. So, Dio's acting as a big protagonist for, like, anyone trying to be cooperative, and really anyone but himself. Well, I don't know about himself, but himself and whoever the shit he's doing, whatever the shit he's doing for. Whatever the shit his goal is, what he's trying to accomplish.
Why the hell would I be worried about some kid I've never even seen before?
Maybe if you had any modicum of a heart, because I would be worried about Quark, even if I've never known him in my life or seen him. Because, you know, that's a human thing to do, that humans with hearts do. You heartless piece of fuck.
What?
For all I know, he's Zero Senior. He could be hiding in some swank little cubbyhole, swirling a glass of brandy and gloating. Look at all those fools running around.
That's insane!
Yeah, there's...
What, there's no way? Are you sure? Nobody knows what Zero looks like. He could totally be a kid.
It really might be Dio, but I don't know.
I warned you, Tenmyoji. I told you it was a bad idea to just swallow everything that little bastard told you.
I have a feeling, man, I think Dio's just manipulative, and he's really good at saying things to get under people's skin. Because I think this is not true. This cannot possibly be true. Especially after that one ending. And how we, we know that there's no fucking way that Tenmyoji wouldn't know everything about Quark. Absolutely everything. So Dio is just pulling his strings. And being a manipulative little bastard like he always is.
I trust Quark.
Suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me when it bites you in the ass.
I don't think it will. The air grew thick with tension, but before their tempers managed to set it alight, Phi burst into the room. Oh god. People bursting into rooms usually means they found a dead body.
Sigma, good. You've got Tenmyoji and Dio with you. We found something. Come on, all of you.
Did something happen?
Just, you'll understand when you get there, alright? Now come on.
Where are we going?
The crew quarters.
Oh god. We always find bodies in the crew quarters in specific. Is it just Alice again, though? Or is it Alice and Luna again? Or is it Quark this time? Yeah, okay, no, it's Alice again. Oh, Alice and Luna again. Okay. So this is the second time we've seen this. Usually we find Alice alone. Wait, hold on. We know that Clover has reason to believe that Luna would have killed Alice, but now that we know that Dio is the one that killed the old woman, and that would have tracked for me if I was thinking that angle before he even did the other scummy shit he did, because he's just an all-around asshole. So, like, I honestly feel at this point that there's no way that Luna has a malicious bone in her body. So I'm like, how could this have happened?
What in the world?
They both had 1 BP. What does that mean? Was the fight... Did they fight and was it something related to them? I don't know. Okay, there was the knife. Ooh, I think the knife... Maybe Luna does have a malicious bone in her body, but if so, what was the fight about? There was a roaring in my ears. Breathing? Heartbeat? My footsteps sounded muffled, as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Luna was the same. Yeah, I hope we can get some answers about this time, but I have a feeling that if we're gonna get anything from this, we're gonna get an unlock. For maybe the other time. I hope so, honestly. I really would like there to be answers here about that, because, like, there's now another Holy Death Batman ending. The big one, where you walk in the infirmary and everyone's dead. We don't have any answers for that yet, although I have a feeling it's just a lot of Radical 6 at once. And then we now know what happens to Alice. We know who killed the old woman, but this is still a mystery to me. We have not gotten answers about what happens when these two die in the crew quarters together like this. But I think that it's safe to say Alice still could have killed herself after picking up a knife from somewhere. But either way, I'm gonna stop speculating for the moment to see what happens. By then, everyone had arrived, cramming themselves into the small cabin. Nobody spoke. Silence filled the room, flowing into my ears and throat like cold, brackish water. I love these descriptors, but the fact that they use them so liberally for horror stuff especially... Oof, man. In general, it's very well done, but I'd rather it be sprinkled a little bit more into other stuff. Although I do like the use of descriptive language that is used elsewhere, and there is some for sure. But I think the main thing is that the game is mostly dialogue, and the only scenes that really end up being these very written out like a book scenes are these, but like they really like describing oof. And I'm really a little bit worried about whoever decided that they should describe death in such great detail in these games. I'm not that much of a horror person, so... I say that, but I love Resident Evil now, but it's more that I can turn my brain off to the oof of Resident Evil and enjoy everything else about it than I like the stuff about it. Well, and oftentimes it's just like, I get to the point where I'm like, okay, yeah, Resident Evil is ridiculous and gross, and I got to the point where it's kind of like cool, but like this is just straight horror shit to me still. And I've now played the heck out of 999 and like really gotten deep into this game. Like, God, this game's huge. Anyway. A chill shuddered its way through my body. I stood there, frozen, staring at them. Also, sorry to sort of interrupt the tone here, but I want to look up what brackish means. I like me some learning new words, so... I actually got 2 definitions out of that. So, brackish water is slightly salty water, and the rest of the definition said, like that found in estuaries. And then I had to look up what an estuary is. And estuaries are basically where rivers meet the ocean, but specifically they're like mostly but not entirely closed off from the ocean. So what happens is like river water flows into the estuary and then becomes brackish, slightly salty, and then sort of mixes with the seawater there, and then it just like flows into the ocean from there. I done got educated, and I might have educated some of y'all about a couple of words. Actually, 3 words this episode so far. A chill shuddered its way through my body. I stood there, frozen, staring at them. I had seen a corpse before when we discovered the old woman, but this was different. The old woman had always been dead, at least to me, but Alice and Luna I had known. They'd been living, breathing people less than an hour ago. Oof, yeah, that's to think about, dude. I hope I never have to see death like that. Jesus Christ. Reality settled around my shoulders like a thick lead blanket. I love these kinds of fucking descriptive phrases. As a writer, that shit's just like, yes, give me more. And my chest suddenly felt hollow. I'm trying to focus on everything but the subject matter, if you maybe haven't noticed. So, turning on my writer brain, and turning off my oh god brain, or I guess turning off my amygdala there as much as I can, is helpful for getting through those sessions. Who found them? My throat felt dry as I spoke. It was a full minute before someone answered.
Clover, I think.
Yeah, see, that's the immediate answer that I had too, and I think that's still the main one, but I still have this feelio that, I think that she wasn't actually involved. Because it's a little too obvious, right? There was that whole setup of... They thought that Luna killed the old woman. Oh wait, she got the gun too, didn't she? I don't know. What might have happened is that Clover and Alice discussed that Luna might have been the killer. Clover finds Alice dead. It probably wasn't Luna, but then she lures Luna there, confronted her with the death of Alice, and then killed her there. Though I think that's too obvious of an answer. Because, remember that ending where Fi looks through all that security footage and finds a bunch of other people that appeared in that room? So I think that Clover is just a red herring here. A red herring from absolute hell. Considering she has definitely killed over a misconception before. Oh boy, has she, in the first game.
When Kay and I ran over, she was just kind of standing there next to the bodies. It was pretty clear they were both dead.
I think Clover killed them.
Me? Kill them?
You got into a fight with Alice after the AB game, didn't you?
No. She gets attached to someone hard, and that's Alice here. Absolutely no goddamn way that she would do that. But what I think happened is that she killed Luna. Because she thought that she killed Alice, but I have a feeling that Luna did not kill Alice.
It looked like you two knew each other before you ended up here. So maybe you were trying to get her killed. None of us had any connection to her, which means you're the most likely to have a motive for murder.
Dia's really good at throwing blame on other people. He's really adamant about it, too. And I feel like that's stupid of him. In fact, I think he's not just a dickbag, he's a really stupid dickbag. Because, like, he's clever, and he's manipulative, but, like, Nintendo Company Porn Conspiracy in the comments, hello, you're awesome, thank you for being here, said last episode, on the last video that I uploaded as of recording this, that it was the video on that one route where Dio basically holds the Excelsior hostage so he can get the fuck. Pointed out in the comments that was a pretty half-baked plan, because it involved being in close proximity to Sigma and Clover, and also, like, Clover did go off and was able to tell Alice about that, right? And I think she did. So yeah, it was half-baked, but it basically, it worked as much as he needed it to. But yeah, if it went any more wrong for him, he probably would have been really fucked. Which I hope to see at some point, at this point. Especially because I think it makes the most sense that he's working for Zero Senior for some reason. And we know he's working for someone to do something here. But Manny's really good at spreading dissent, and I think, again, it's for Zero Senior's purposes. He might have actually told him to do this, but I really wonder why he's so willing to go through with all this horrible shit. Is he really just an asshole? I think there's more to it than that, and I hope there is, for the sake of it being a good story and him being a better villain than I keep thinking he is.
It's easy to see why she would have killed Luna, too. She probably caught you offing Alice, so you did her in too so she wouldn't rat you out.
Stop it, Dio.
In the AB game is a motive too.
What do you mean?
Once someone's dead, they can't vote anymore. That means they'll automatically ally. If your opponent's guaranteed to ally, then that's an easy 3 points.
Who is Luna's opponent?
Me and Dio.
Then that would mean Dio had a motive as well.
Yep, Alice saw him killing Luna, so he had to shut her up.
Yeah, see, and we know that Dio was one of the people that comes in here after this because of the footage that Fi found in that one other ending. So, I think he's the most likely choice, but I have a feeling he might be a red herring too. Because remember, Kay also goes in there, and I think someone else does too. But I remember Kay also goes in this room. Them both being red herrings is like a bit of a stretch, especially because we know what Dio's capable of. Him doing this makes the most sense, but I think the game might want you to think that in order to throw you a curveball of, nope, it was this other person. But that is my predominant theory that makes the most sense to me right now. But I'm mostly going based on what's happened in the rest of the game, and considering I think Chikoshi has a mind to write this story to not be predictable, which is smart, because, well, these kinds of stories you probably would want them to not be very predictable, wouldn't you? It's a mystery. I would say that every story being unpredictable is both a far-fetched idea, because some people are better at this kind of prediction than others, and also something you shouldn't aim for. If a story is good, it can be predictable. I've predicted story points all sorts of times before, and it hasn't ruined my fun of absorbing this story at all, because mostly I just like absorbing the character moments and things of that nature, and I'm not as hell-bent on wanting a mystery plot. I think character moments are a huge goddamn thing that this game really does well. I think that might be a huge reason why I love this series as much as it fucks me up.
Why the hell would I do something like that?
Well, let me count the shit that you've fucking done already, asshole, okay? So you've motherfucking killed the old woman. You have been totally cool with the prospect of killing Sigma and walking out the door. You have basically held Quark's life hostage to, again, get out the number 9 door. All of the blaming and manipulating and your very attitude that this game is about how manipulative you can be. So basically, Dio, what I'm saying is, you would do something like that because you don't have fucking morals. That's been fucking clear as hell.
Pay attention next time. You do it to get an advantage in the next round of the AB game.
Yeah, and we fucking know that he is literally okay with murder. Because in both the case of not getting Quark the Excalibur, getting Sigma to -1, is literally just murder. So he's literally willing to kill for an AB game advantage, so the more that this conversation goes on, the more that I'm like, yeah, he did it. But again, I wouldn't be the most surprised if that was wrong, but we'll see.
What kind of cold-hearted bastard kills a lady for a few points?
You literally killed a lady! We know this! You killed a lady for reasons I don't even know fully yet. Already. So fuck you. You also were willing to kill again, it's not a few points here either. You know, again, he's trying to deflect the blame from himself. Just with some harsh words. It doesn't work that way, asshole. It actually makes you more suspicious, probably. You're very much willing to kill for points because it can get you out the door. We know the shit out of this.
I'm more interested in Alice's condition than in her killer's motives.
Interesting. I wonder why she says that specifically.
I am as well.
I am as well, but for out-of-character reasons, like why is it a knife instead of a scalpel this time? I think it could both mean that she didn't kill herself, or that somehow she acquired the knife and killed herself. I think it could mean both of those things, and both of those are probably important. I have a feeling it might have literally been Luna stabbed her, or something. Maybe Clover caught Luna stabbing her and then killed her with the gun? The injection gun? Actually, wait, is that the same injection gun that actually gives you the injection that doesn't make the bracelet kill you? So wait, then why is it laying there? Or is there a different thing you can put in there that's deadly? What do you mean by her condition?
Her clothes are barely disturbed.
If it weren't for the knife and, blood, she would look as if she was sleeping.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, maybe she was just killed while she was sleeping.
If she wanted to take a nap, why sit on the floor when there's a bed nearby?
That is a little strange. But a better question is, would she really be sleeping right now anyway? Hardly seems like a time for a nap.
She was probably put to
What?
sleep.
Okay.
then.
Wait. Yeah, okay, there was no sign of a struggle. Okay, so no, she was injected with the thing. Okay, then how the fuck did Luna die? Because I thought Luna died via that injector. So how did she die? Because it wasn't bracelet stuff. Not this time. She had one left, but she didn't have -1. And she wasn't going to have a chance of that until after the AP game. Plot be thickenizing as per usual. That's what these games tend to do. The plot thickens and thickens and thickens and thickens and thickens, and then finally there's an end to the game. But then what keeps happening with this series is that, oh hey, you thought the plot for the first game was done thickening? Well, you thought wrong! And that's probably just going to be how that works until the end of Zero Time Dilemma, so that's fun. What? How?
Come on. How did Zero Senior knock all of us out?
Oh, yeah, the white gas.
So you're suggesting that Zero Senior knocked them out with the white gas, then killed them both?
Yeah. However it happened, one of the people in this room did it. Well, maybe not one of the people in this room. I forgot about somebody, didn't I?
Are you talking about Quark?
Stop being a dickhead. There's no absolute fucking way.
He disappears and then suddenly there's a murder? I don't know about you, but that seems pretty suspicious to me.
What if he literally put him in that pod himself or killed him somewhere in order to then put the blame on him because he killed two... Did he kill 4 people this time? Is this literally what this is? And again, I don't think we've examined Luna's body yet. Please, we need to understand what the heck happened there.
No, that's crazy. Quark couldn't have done this.
Alright, then why'd he disappear?
It must have been some kind of accident.
Then I might have it backwards. If he wasn't the murderer, maybe he was one of the murdered. Well, that would explain his sudden disappearance, right?
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, knock it off. That's going too far.
Whoa, calm down there, big guy. Don't tell me it never crossed your mind. I just said what you were all thinking.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
I will give it to Dio that he's definitely, not gonna let feelings get in the way of things that might need to happen. But it's never for anyone else's good but his own. And or the good of what the hell he's trying to do for whom. That's been clear as hell.
Alright, time to head for the AB rooms, guys.
Come on, we got more important things to worry about. Like, who the fuck killed these chicks, man?
Oh, so you're gonna abstain, huh? That's some good luck for you, Clover. Sigma was paired with Alice. Sadly, it looks like she won't be able to vote during this round.
Fuck the shit fuck out of you, Dio.
If Sigma abstains, then you'll have no one voting against you. Hey, come on, cheer up. This is your chance to escape.
Escape?
That's right. Right now, your BP's at 6.
And with Alice dead, man. Yeah. Oh.
Sigma's saying he won't vote, so if you choose betray...
Clover would get 3 points, bringing her to 9.
Well, hold on there. I didn't say anything about not voting.
Oh, so you are going to vote? Well, you are, right? How exciting. Sigma should have 6 BP, just like Clover.
Oh, God. We could... Oh, my God. This is an interesting choice here. Yeah, this is an ending. There's no way this ain't no ending.
That means this next round is a one-on-one fight. If one of them can trick the other one, they'll have enough BP to get out of here. Can't wait to see who wins. Ha! Oh, this is definitely getting interesting.
How about you go fuck yourself, you absolute piece of shit? Like, the ways in which he's a scumbag, this is like... they just keep being added to the list. It's like, Jesus.
Right. We should get to the Floor A warehouse, guys. Come on.
Clover hug for eternity. Hey, Clover. Oh, God. She's gonna choose betray. Like, if she doesn't, my mind will explode, and I will die, and I will never upload this video. So, since I want to get the video to you guys, I hope that doesn't happen. Anyway. We suck at 6 points if we both choose betray. I have 8, yeah. And, yeah, she's too busy, thinking about, Alice, yeah. I'm not even reading this dialogue correctly, and I'm sorry about that, but it's because this is so uncomfortable for me. I'm just gonna kind of skip it a little bit. Not entirely, but a little bit. A little faster than I normally would. Listen, Alice just fucking died? And she saw 2 dead bodies, not 1. So, why the hell are you expecting her to be responsive here, dude?
Yeah?
Okay, yeah, she's just completely spaced.
Choose ally too.
I swear to fuck she's not gonna do it, though. And if she does, man, do I choose betray, though? Because there's no way we're getting out here, right? Like, okay, everyone leaves. I'm probably going to choose ally on principle of both the reason I tend to choose ally anyway, and also the fact that I don't think he's getting out. But I'll probably still have to choose that for another reason. Of course. Gave me a strange sort of absent nod and turned to shuffle into the closest AB room. I wasn't sure if she'd actually understood me, but given the effect that Alice's death was having on her, I didn't think there was much else I could have done. I was preparing to enter an AB room of my own when I heard Fi's voice at my elbow and turned.
Sigma, we need to talk.
Oh, hey, Fi. Something up?
How are you planning to vote?
I was just talking to Clover about that. We're planning to both vote out. The thing is when you say something like that, you still cannot, especially in this kind of situation, be sure that the other person really does.
Yeah, I thought so.
Huh?
Listen to me, Sigma. Because Luna's not voting in this round. Her vote will default to ally. Her opponent is Dio and me. That means we're pretty much guaranteed to have 9 BP by the end of this round.
Everyone is? Oh god. You and Dio are gonna choose betray?
Luna's only got 1 BP left, but she's not wearing her bracelet anymore. You saw that, right? That means it won't do anything if her BP goes negative. Well, it's not like it can make her any deader anyway. You have to betray Clover. If you can get to 9 BP, then I'll take you with us.
Ah, oh, fuck this. This is like the worst one. Ah, fuck this, dude. I'm really confused as to why Fi would be so adamant about this, though. Like, what does she gain by bringing me through the door with her? Wait, you mean you're planning to escape?
Of course. If you don't come with us, you're gonna be stuck here for the rest of your life.
Honestly, being straightforward about it is better than how most people do when they escape, where they literally just lie, and then they just escape by themselves. So I like that, but I just, again, betraying Clover after her friend died, just, fuck this decision a lot. And I love Phi, so that adds extra weight to the. Fuck this shit a lot, dude. Like, so much. Like, oh my god. Why? If you just wait until everyone's got 9.
I can't do that. You really think Dio's gonna stick around once he's got enough points to swim?
Yeah, no. We've seen that before.
You gotta make a choice here. The number 9 door is only gonna open once. If you pick Ally and Clover does too, then you only have 8 points. I promise you Dio's gonna make a break for it as soon as he can. If you want to have any chance of getting out, you need those 3 points. Now.
So if I want to get out, I have to betray Clover.
Right.
Why are you telling me this? Yeah, I really want to know, honestly. It doesn't make a lot of sense for her, as much as she seems to care about him and, like, everyone, basically, to a degree. I'm really wondering. How do I know you didn't just tell Clover the same thing?
Talk to Clover? I'd have about as much luck talking to a potato right now.
That's true. That's a harsh way of saying it to someone in her position, but yeah?
The truth is, I want you to come with me.
Why?
I just know that you're important somehow.
More for genetic field shit, everyone. You just know, huh? Did you tell Kay? He's got 6 points right now, too, you know.
No, I haven't talked to him. He's playing against Tenmyoji. Tenmyoji's only got 1 point left.
So if he chooses Ally, he's gonna get penalized.
Exactly.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
And also, well, Phi really doesn't tend to trust Kay at all. Very, very, very particularly, interestingly enough. Like in a fuck you specifically kind of way in a lot of this game.
It's almost time. Remember what I said. You have to choose betray.
She looked me in the eye until I nodded and turned and jogged to her door. Fuck this particular AB game. Fuck the AB game in general, but fuck this one entirely, because I warmed up to Clover a good bit in that last ending, where she obviously showed actual kindness towards Sigma that I wasn't expecting. You know, like very genuine kindness. It was really cute. She was just in survival mode, but then, you know, like staring someone else's death in the face when, like, you know, you've been through 2 of these and seen people die that way before, you know, it makes a lot of sense. Having to choose between not only Clover and Phi, but also, like, is this the one time that Sigma can escape where he actually gets lit? She looked me in the eye until I nodded, then turned and jogged to her door. Do I go ahead and choose the betray? God, I don't know. Yeah, this is the very fitting music for this one. I don't think the music is usually this one, but, oh god. Clover really gonna choose Ally? She does, and all I have to do is choose betray. No, she's not gonna, right? Because I said choose Ally. Yes.
10 seconds.
She's gonna
remain.
choose
9,
betray, right?
8,
Unless.
7.
Damn it. How am I supposed to do?
3.
Yeah, see, if she chooses betray, then it doesn't matter anyway, right? God fucking. God, this is the one time I want to choose betray enough. It feels really bad after, like... Besides, I'm used to being stuck here in every ending I get. And again, there was that meme that said, oh, Sigma tries to get out, it never works. What the fuck? So I'm like, is that true or not? And either way, this would be... I would feel oof about this. But also, like, okay, if we both do betray, yeah, none of us get anything. Fuck this a lot. God, I'm really curious, though. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna trust it this time. Because, like, when Phi has a premonition like that, you know what I mean? She's had several. But again, some things are different sometimes. And she said that's what I thought, so... I'm really curious what happens here if I do this. I have to do it. Fucking sorry, Clover, but I have a feeling she's gonna choose betray anyway, so, like... We'll see. I feel bad about that, but... The ground opened and I stepped out. All around me, other AB rooms were disgorging their occupants.
Wait! Dio!
Phi's voice echoed hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. And to Dio! Shook my head. I had to get to that door.
What are you doing, Dio?
No, he's going to try and open it.
Damn right I am.
But the results!
Like I need to wait for that.
Ah, Dio's BP was at 6. His opponent was Luna. And she is... well, she is as she is. Her vote would have defaulted to ally.
All he had to do was pick Betray.
And he'd have 9 points, right?
Excellent answer. I hope you remember to show your work.
But Vi was Dio's partner.
And her BP was the same as Dio's. That means she has 9 now as well.
Exactly. It was 9 the moment we stepped out of the AB room.
Why? Why didn't you stop Dio from choosing Betray?
You got the wrong idea, old man. This wasn't just my decision. We both decided to vote this way.
Is that true?
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
You didn't? Because of you, Luna's BP is -1.
So, what? She's gonna die again? Zero can pump all the poison he wants into her. It's not gonna make a difference now. Besides, her bracelet's already fallen off.
You...
Then why did you try and stop Dio, Fi?
You know, it's interesting. I just realized that it just clicked in my head that my favorite character and my least favorite character are rather similar in that they're rather more logical than emotional in their decisions. I say that, but then Dio's anger shit. So I don't, like, they tend to be rather cold for their own reasons. And I think Fi's are better.
I believe I heard you cry out, wait, as you headed toward the number 9 door.
Better meaning more morally sound is perhaps a better way of putting it.
Are you planning to wait for the rest of us? Did you just want to get your BP up to 9 to reduce your own risk?
Sorry, but no. The only reason I stopped Dio is because I needed to know what someone else voted.
Someone else?
But that would be...
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Sorry, Clover. Seeing her face like that. Oh, fuck me! I feel like an asshole. But also, is he not gonna get out? Also, I just realized, like, just because I'm curious about this ending, I chose the one thing. I kept thinking, man, it's so scummy to be like, I'm gonna choose ally than not. Because oftentimes when people say that, they're not gonna. I did it to another person. I'm becoming the monster that I hate in these games. Help. But I needed the no, but I feel really bad. Especially because Clover had to deal with Alice dying, and now this. Oof, 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 oof. But yeah, like, in this case, like, with Dio having 9, like, it's the smartest thing to try to have 9 if you can, because... fuck this game. And I mean both the in-game AB game and also just this game for destroying my emotions constantly and making me question whether I'm a good person or not.
No.
I'm gonna kinda hurriedly skip through a lot of this.
You betrayed... Why?
Well, you've betrayed me before. You don't remember it, but you have. You did some pretty manipulative shit in one instance that I can particularly remember as well to do that, but it was for Alice and your organization. I sort of get it. And listen, this is from a waifu. I'm sorry I had to do it because I'm a waifu. What other choice did I have?
To keep your promise, you jerk!
Well, you've promised things you've broken too before, Clover. I mean, okay, granted, no, I mean, that's actually not fair. Because it's sneaky, but he literally did promise he'd choose ally. He was influenced by someone else, but it's sneaky and smarmy, but in both her case and Temiyoji's, the only thing they really promised was that they'd listen to him or something like that, right? I know that's what she said. But, fuck, this... I'm gonna skip a lot of this because it pains me. I usually let the voice acting happen, but I feel really bad about this.
You lie! You're a coward! You don't care at all! You want to... You're horrible!
Oof. Besides, I read that quickly enough. Y'all probably could too. If I can read that stuff quickly enough to at least get the gist of what she said, even while skipping it because my heart cannot. She's not gonna. Why would she? But yeah, there is this. Whatever I did, Dio and Fi were gonna get 9 BP. The door would have been opened whether I had 9 points or not.
So, all that means is that you picked Betray because you didn't want to get left behind!
No, that's not it. How could we know if they would go get help once they escaped? I can trust Fi, but Dio's different. I didn't know what Dio might do to Vi after they... See, this... You know, I didn't even think about this angle. There's just a lot of reasons to do this. But fuck this game, because, man... It's designed to give the people that betray a lot of reason to betray. More so weighed against the allying, oftentimes. It's really, really, really nefarious. And you know what would be really oof is if we did finally get through the number 9 door, and what if it doesn't even lead outside? Like, that'd be oof. Although I have a feeling it does. I don't know. But at the end of the day, especially to Clover, and I think to a lot of other people listening to this would sound like bullshit. I'm not even gonna read it all, because it does kind of sound pathetic, and I think she's gonna cut it off.
Is that it? Is that your excuse? Liar! Liar! You're just like Digger and Coward!
Calling me just like Dio has had a really fucking oof. I feel bad. But don't worry, I'm gonna do the other thing. No, at this point I feel morally obligated to ally her immediately after this anyway.
Whatever. Just fine. I was stupid to trust you.
Not wrong though. Oof. I think she's honestly spitting like straight facts here, and that's what's oof about this. But again, there's always good reason to choose betray, usually. And that's what I'm starting to really realize here. Although I think I've always kind of realized that a little bit, at least, you know, considering how many people have not only been willing to choose betray, but lie about it, or, in Dio's case, get someone killed in the process. Well, we probably have to do all of these betrays. And if I never had to do this to get an ending, I'll feel bad, but I have this feeling that I did. And I kinda hope so, because, I mean, I don't know. These games make me question how good a person I am so much. It bothers me, honestly. But, like, I kinda love it. And I love how deeply these games make you think about what it means to be human. There seems to be a theme about that, and what morals are and what they mean. Something like that. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here that I think if you spent enough time thinking about it, it would help you live a richer life, a life that's perhaps a little bit more realistically weighed against, like, what life is and other people, and I don't know. There's just a lot of deep stuff here that I think is worth exploring, as oof as it is. In fact, I think a lot of people running away from the negatives of life are... And I used to be one of those people. I honestly did. I tried to run away from all negatives. And it never actually got me away from negatives. What it did was make me feel worse about the same stuff than I could have before. That's what I've learned, because then I've learned how to think of things differently, because I basically had to or I'd break, and I'm in a way better place. I heard a clang and turned.
Sorry, I went ahead and opened it. Gonna have plenty of time to watch soaps on the outside, so I didn't feel like I needed to stick around to see how this little drama played out.
Dio! Dio!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Why so serious?
I don't know how I got these Scott. Anyway.
Time for hesitation. You both crossed the line you weren't supposed to cross. You betrayed your friends.
Dio really likes to talk about things he has no fucking business talking about. God damn.
Am I right? I'm right.
Yeah, you are right, but you also do worse than both of us combined, and you know that, bitch.
But you didn't have a choice, did you? You had to survive. Isn't that the way an animal thinks, though?
Oof. See, again, that's that whole there's a tying in theme of at least this game, I don't know about 999, that, like, humans are just animals. I think the termite comparison is at least thematically that sort of thing, right? Because, yeah, we have primitive and subconscious parts of ourselves. It's interesting, we have a lot more capacity to reason than animals, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're gonna act differently than an animal would at some points, because we still have the same kinds of biological drives that they do. It's just we're more intelligent.
Don't get me wrong. I see the logic, but it's kind of animal logic.
Again, he has no fucking right, dude. He has no fucking right. He pulls the moral card on people all the time, and he has no right.
Still, You made your bed. Now you gotta lie in it. If you're gonna be an animal, be an animal. Own it.
This is kinda badass. Why do I like this scene?
The losers, the weak, throw them away. That's how nature works, my friends. That's life at its most pure.
I would say that's not all there is to life at all, and that people that think that need fucking therapy or to be in solitary confinement or something. But I would say that there's some truth to that, at least in situations of this nature. But in normal life, no. Again, when it comes to survival,
Now, come on.
that's what, you know, that's what our brain does. That's what our amygdala is for, you know. So that's when we're most likely to be, you know, animal-like, is when survival is in question, which has been this entire game.
Well, stay if you want. No skin off my back. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.
Wait! God damn it, Dio!
Miyoji leapt forward. Dio faked left and dashed right, slipping around to Miyoji through the door.
3, 0. The number 9.
Let's go, Sigma!
But
Shut up! Just do it!
I looked at her, slightly confused. But before I could respond, her hand closed around my arm like a vice. She hauled me bodily through the open door. That's hot. That's that golem strength. I swear to God, it makes the most sense, but I guess we'll see. I know that we're a golem now, so what does that quite mean? Are we actually there? We actually made it through? So what was that meme about? Or was that meme only about the times that Sigma alone can escape? Like that one time where you can betray Clover and escape? I think it was Clover again. Oh my God, we're actually on the other side of the number 9 door.
Sigma! Phi! Dio! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
I don't think we even can, oofily enough. Tamiyoji's voiced, typo, was muffled by the thick steel, but I could still hear his desperation and anger. I tried to ignore it. I can also hear the desperation and anger. That means the voice actor's doing a good job. Hell yeah, dude. The voice actors deserve praise, and they're getting a lot more these days, in general, and I'm glad. Because, like, years ago, developers never gave much credit or money to VAs, and that's still a problem, but there's more vocalness about that, and there's also a lot more general awareness of who voice actors are, and just general praise of how they are, and that's part of what I like to do in these series, is just call attention to how awesome voice actors are.
Alrighty then.
Recently, there's this whole debacle about the original voice actress for the English version of Bayonetta quit because she wasn't being paid enough, at least as far as she was concerned. And then Jennifer Hale chimed in and basically just said that, you know, she's on their side. And I don't know if she felt forced to do that or if she really was. But, you know, all I know is that voice actors do good work, and that if that is a real problem, and I think it is to some extent, companies need to be a lot less like that, apparently. But I've also heard from several sources that the original voice actress lied about some of the things that she said, but I think there was still a question of she was not being paid enough quite. I don't know.
Here we are.
Is that a hallway?
Only one way to find out.
Just as Phi had guessed, on the other side of the door was a wide hallway. Unfortunately, it seemed to stop in a... I had this feeling for some reason. I wasn't expecting us to even actually see the other side of the door. It took only a second to find a familiar-looking door on the left side of the hallway. We opened it and stepped inside. Okay, well, we'll see. Wait. Okay. Wait. This place. Wait a Wait. Oh.
This must be the prep room.
I think I searched this place with Dio and Luna.
Well, this is probably just another one that looks like it. You really think you would have been able to get to something on the other side of the number 9 door?
Hold up. You know about the one on floor B2?
Yeah. I visited... Okay, no, this is a different one, so yeah. Yeah, it would make sense if this really is an exit that actually works, then yeah. Again, I was not expecting to finally see this because of that one meme that I heard, but I guess it might be just referring to any and all times Sigma tries to escape by himself. But I guess we'll see.
Huh.
So you know that the pressure in here is a lot higher than the pressure outside?
I feel really, really bad about saying this, but I'm glad I did this. Just because I thought that we would just be cock-blocked again, and we weren't. But we're probably still gonna, not know everything, but, there might be at least some kind of clue here, but I'm still gonna pick ally next time. The next word I do is picking ally for Clover. Absolutely, even if there's green things unlocked first, because I feel so bad about doing this. But I'm glad I finally understand what's on the other side, except, well, is there really an exit here? That's still the question. But all the lockers are open, and I thought that meant that that it was the same room, but I guess not. Because weren't the lockers closed before when I actually did this room? I think so. But I think they are saying it is a different one. What?
Oh, you did.
What are you talking about?
Didn't I just say what I'm talking about?
Touche.
The air inside this facility is kept at a higher pressure than the air outside. Apparently, they're doing it to keep the virus from getting in. If you're leaving, you have to lower the pressure until it matches what's outside. This room is where you prepare for all of that. See those suits over on the wall? They keep you from getting infected once you're outside. You have to put one on before you can go into the pressure exchange chamber downstairs.
How do you know all that?
Luna told me.
Really? Wait, why did Luna know all that?
Apparently, it was all in a manual she found in a room we searched.
Wait. A room we searched? Not this one? Or this one? No, yeah, I remember. It's all in this room. I remember that, like, when we searched this room, Clover found that, right? When we actually played this room. So yeah, I think it's in here. I wonder what... Whoa, wait, go back. You said there's some kind of mysterious virus out there.
Well, I wouldn't say it's mysterious. I think it's that Radical 6 thing Alice was talking about. Don't quote me on that, though.
That sounds bad, but I have a feeling Dio knows about it, but we'll see.
Well, we've come this far. We can't turn back now. Let's get those suits on and head outside.
No argument here. Let's do it.
Man, now I'm literally on the asshole team with Dio, but Phi would do this. Again, like, my favorite character and my least favorite character are rather similar. It's interesting to note that. In a few ways. Phi is certainly not as much of a dickbag, but she has done some dickbaggish things before. Like fucking off through this door by herself once, And also, well, pressuring Sigma like that to do what a lot of people would agree is the wrong thing is also kind of a dickbaggish thing, but I think she's literally right in that he's important somehow. Because of Esper shit. Cut into the protective suits in silence, then headed down to the pressure exchange chamber. With a quiet hum, the process began. I could hear the soft hiss of air leaving even through my helmet. There was nothing to do until it finished but wait. Then, out of nowhere, Dio spoke up.
I never thought I'd succeed so easily.
It took me a moment to realize his voice was coming from the speaker of my helmet. Apparently, the radio was designed to activate automatically. You mean getting out of here?
You're thinking too small. I guess I can tell you who I really am.
Wait a minute. Are we gonna finally learn Dio things here? I was expecting to learn about what this area... I wasn't even expecting to learn about what's behind the number 9 door. Are we finally gonna learn Dio shit?
What?
You see, the thing is, I'm a hero.
Fuck you. No.
I was sent here from far away to save mankind.
Okay, no. He just started bullshitting again.
What? Too surprised to speak?
Dio, maybe you should calm down a bit.
We're all excited to be getting out of here, but...
Oh, never mind. You're clearly too small-minded to understand.
It's the cult. It's the cult, and he's talking about the cult's motives. And he literally just believes in the cult. I think that's what he meant. Which, yeah, that's about what I figured. I'm a little more satisfied with that than he's just a dickbag. A little, not very much. We were still going back and forth when the quiet hiss of air escaping slowed. Actually, wait, well, does he mean just being able to get out of here and do something about it? I don't know. It stopped. door at the end of the room slowly ground open. And I have a feeling he might have just been meaning succeeding in what he was sent here to do, which wasn't just escape. It couldn't have just been escape. We walked through to find ourselves in a nearly identical room. After 2 more... Maybe it really was just killing the woman. I don't know. No, I don't think so. Because if he just said I was sent here to kill her, I think that he would say that, but he wouldn't say why, if that was literally it, right? I don't know, maybe. So I think it was more than killing her. But what was it? After 2 more decompressions, the last door finally opened. They literally are... Is this... They're in the desert, aren't they? I stepped outside... Is that a red moon? Or is that... I stepped outside and gasped. A dark landscape like none I've ever seen. Like, are we literally on the moon or something? They spread out before me. Or is this like... I'm not sure. I couldn't help but stare. Are we just on the Mars base or what? Well, what the hell?
Looks like a desert.
Oh no, we're just in the desert yet. I can see that. The question is, which desert?
I don't know. I can't tell you what day it is, though.
Huh?
Look, the moon's red. See? This must be a total lunar eclipse.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that in a lounge.
During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is entirely covered by the Earth's shadow. That doesn't mean the moon just disappears or turns black, though. It actually reflects light that's passed through the Earth's atmosphere. But this makes it appear to be red. Essentially what's happening is that the moon is reflecting the sunset. Do you remember when the next total lunar eclipse was going to happen?
Yeah, December 31st this year, so New Year's Eve. That's what the magazine said, at least.
Well, there you go.
So today is December 31st. Wait, shit, if I got grabbed Christmas morning, that means I've been here 6 days?
Looks like it. We should get to the nearest town.
Okay, and where would that be?
There has to be one around somewhere. Even deserts have some towns. Whether they're in the Mojave, Sahara, or Gobi. It's not what I'm worried about, though.
What are you worried about? Radical 6, probably.
Forget it. Doesn't matter right now.
Ah, come on. Tell me. I'm curious now. Impossible as it might seem, I could have sworn I heard her frown.
I'm worried about whether or not there are any survivors.
Yeah, I thought so.
If Alice was right about the virus.
Are you saying humankind might be extinct? What the hell? I mean, no, not extinct. Just y'all might be all that's left. So, very close to that. Alright, fine. We gotta start making babies right now. Okay. Whole species can't just die out in 6 days? That's...
I hope it's not the case, of course, but there's the possibility. Whatever. We should get moving. There's still 4 people stuck in there, including Quark. We need to find help and come back for them.
Okay. I turned to take a step... Wait, what? There was a rough crackle over the radio and the sound of someone falling. I turned back to see Dio, you dickbag. What is he doing now? Hey, are you alright? What happened? I ran over and helped lift her back up. She fumbled for a second. Oh, it came to her feet. Wait, what? I thought Dio killed her immediately.
Where are we?
Wait, what? Oh no, she's radical 6ing. Oh no, I think, anyway. The voice was low and rough. Huh?
I see.
Wait, what?
This
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, ah, what? Timeline? Okay, like, I was expecting so many, like, revelations here. Is this about to be another one? She didn't respond. I was about to begin a more irate line of questioning, yeah, fair, when she suddenly grabbed me by the shoulders. That's hot. What?
Hey, where's Dio?
Dio? Did he fucking disappear? Oh, yeah, I haven't seen him since we got out. I'm sure he was with us when we left.
Shit. We need to split up and find him.
Why?
Because he needs to tell me something. Why are you asking me this?
What?
Don't tell me you forgot. Wait, he must not have made this jump.
Huh. She wasn't making any sense. Is this literal? I thought this wasn't literal time travel. It was more like premonitions about specific events that, and then like only one timeline is canon. I thought that's basically how this works. But she's literally either breaking the fourth wall by saying this, and I don't think so. I think it's literally just like there's actual time travel of some kind involved here, or she knows about at least the timelines. That's been kind of obvious. At least, like, she has the same premonitions that Sigma does, but...
Damn it. Look, forget about that. Just find Dio. I'm going over to that hill. So you take the other direction.
She'd already taken off without waiting for my answer. I watched her for a few moments, confused, before turning and heading off to look for Dio myself. Damn. Don't see him anywhere. Where the hell did that guy go? I was looking around trying to decide where to go next when I heard them. The signal must have degraded, but I could still make out a few words.
What the hell are you
Oh gosh,
doing?
he's killing her, isn't he?
Answer, Dio.
Their voices were cutting in and out, but I'd heard that last word clear as day. Dio. Sounded like if I had found him. I spun around and took off in her direction.
Is that a transmitter?
Wait, what? Transmitter. Okay, so he's not trying to kill her, but what is he doing?
Phone home,
Phone home?
Bet 3 souls anxious for you.
Oh my god, yeah. Wait. They're both free. Wait.
How do you know?
Okay, no, okay, she isn't, but... I had a feeling he was part of them. Okay. Now that's confirmed.
I know everything about you. Know you're the Myrmidons.
Okay, yep. He's even one of those. The transmission was getting clearer. I had to be getting closer.
Never mind that. I need to ask you something. What's the password for the number 0?
Number 0.
Help you, man.
I'm no man.
How can you crack jokes right now?
You haven't given me my answer. What's the deactivation code?
She can crack jokes right now because she can always crack jokes, and I love that about her.
Hey, what are you... Stop!
Oh boy, yeah, I had a feeling violence would happen. Shit, that didn't sound good. I sped up and quickly crested the hill in front of me. There they were. Stop! I went down the hill as fast as I could, half running, half sliding. With the suits on, I couldn't tell who was who, but I had to stop them. Is this literally the ending, or what, no? Clambered to my feet, slightly winded from my ordeal. The suited figure I'd slammed against lay on the ground next to the other one. I moved over to peer through the visor. Okay, yeah, good. He stopped. Ooh, Dio. His eyes were closed, almost like he was just sleeping. My tackle must have knocked him out.
Thanks. That was a close one.
No sweat. What's this transmitter you were talking about?
You heard, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's right over there. See that briefcase-looking thing? He was trying to use that to get in touch with somebody.
Where the hell did he get it?
Probably had it hidden somewhere.
Wait, hidden? Are you saying Dio's been here before?
Yeah, probably. My guess is he came here, hid the transmitter, and then snuck into the building.
Snuck in. I wasn't quite sure what to make of that, so I decided to take a close look at the transmitter. There was a screen on the upper left with a bunch of numbers that looked, well, like nothing. What the heck is this? That's some kind of phone number?
No, it's too long for that. It's 25 digits.
What is it, then?
Don't know.
I think that's the code you might be looking for, Fine.
I assume it's some kind of code, but I don't see a key to decode
okay.
it with.
It's number 0 door. Apparently there's one of those, and she knows about it. Heard an odd crackling noise in my helmet. Took me a moment to realize it was a Excuse me? Oh, he's not unconscious. Oh god. Or at least anymore. It's so funny.
Sorry. You guys just had it so fucking backwards I couldn't help myself. You can't find the key to decode it? Well, no shit. The key's right in front of your face.
What?
That's the key. The message is somewhere else. You need those 25 numbers to decode it.
Ah. None of what he was saying made any sense to me. Dio, what's going on here? Who are you trying to call with this thing?
What, you don't know? At least one of you is appropriately ignorant. Fine, whatever. Might as well tell you. I don't really have any reason to hide my identity now that my mission's a success. Besides, she'll probably tell you if I don't. Might as well hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Dio shifted to put his hands behind his head but didn't bother to get up. I belong to an organization called the Myrmidons. You've probably never heard of it, but there might be a few people out there who've heard of Free the Soul. If you haven't, oh wait, this is my favorite song. Well, it's a sacred... This is definitely my favorite song from the game so far. It's a sacred religious order with over 1 million true believers. The Myrmidons are the hand of the free soul. We do what needs to be done to bring us closer to the new world Free the Soul promises. There are some people who might call us terrorists. Then again, from their point of view, I suppose we might be. We're trying to tear down the corrupt world they built after all. Yeah. He probably has reasons to think like this, just like Ace. But when the sun dawns for the first time on our new world, will be hailed as saints, holy messengers who cleanse the filth from dying planet. Well, only a handful of people will really become saints. Not even all the Myrmidons will be guaranteed sainthood. First, you have to be raised with the teachings of Free the Soul from birth. Then you have to be chosen to join the ranks of the elite and achieve great things. Returning from this mission would secure my position. So he was raised with... Okay, well, that's also... It's hard to shake beliefs you were raised with. Free the Soul is built around the teachings of a man named Brother, who founded our order many years ago. His teachings are too profound for ordinary people to understand. You could say that the core ideas of his doctrine are to separate oneself from worldliness, to destroy greed, and to divorce the soul from the body, to cleanse it. Those who follow his teaching with discipline and devotion will be reborn as a new form of human. Only this new species will be able to live in equality and avoid the worst temptation. Brother was born into a poor family. I've been told he didn't know his father and that he lost his mother at a young age. The only family he had was his younger brother, a boy named Left. They say Brother had a special power, that he was able to touch the thoughts of other people and see into them. It left him constantly exposed to the filthy greed of mankind. When Brother was 16, Left was found dead. His body was covered in bruises, but the police only made a cursory investigation and quickly ruled his death as suicide. Later, Brother would find out that the killer paid police a massive bribe to keep the truth hidden. He burned with rage, but also found himself immersed in cold despair. Eventually, he received a divine revelation. Mankind was thoroughly corrupted by greed. They had to be purified, and a new world created. God had given Brother his mission. That was when he began to teach others the truth, and at the age of 26, he started Free the Soul. Oh, wait a minute, they're telling us about this. I was not expecting this many bombshells here. Once Free the Soul was established, he devoted his resources to research on human cloning, so that he could create the new species he foretold. What if a lot of my stuff is locked behind these betray choices? I bet that'd be an explanation for a lot of the stuff I'm missing. The stuff meaning, the black books that I'm trying to turn green. He invited to assist him, a team of scientists from a research facility in the United States. And a year later, the first 10 new humans were born. Oh, wow. Those 10 were the first generation of Myrmidons. Incidentally, I'm from the 4th generation. Oh, wow, there's been a thing. Oh, I bet Ace is one, isn't he? Well, we'll see. Our DNA comes from Left, Brother's younger brother. That means we all share a face. They're all Dio. We're all given the same name, Left. Some people think that's weird, but individuality seems much weirder to me. But if there's only one Dio here, then what does that mean? Because we know that there's at least another Sigma. I don't know. I think that's a different thing. If everyone... So, I think all that stuff on the wall is cloning. If everyone looks the same, there's no such thing as race or even individuality. With cloning, you don't even need different genders. How could you get more equal than that? Still, there's a little random deviation, and other factors can influence a clone's development. I was the best of my generation, so I was chosen to lead the Myrmidons. I was probably sent here because Brother noticed the caliber of my skills. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this is wild, man. I finally understand. Dio was raised by birth to believe that every other human needs to die and be cleansed. That's why he's this much of a dickhead. God, he was literally created for a purpose. My mission was to infiltrate this facility. When I was given my orders, I thought this was going to be my chance. In all my life, I've only ever once been punished for breaking our laws. That had to do with women. I had come in contact with someone unclean and I was considered corrupted. What if he really does have a kid? And what if he still loves that woman? Even if I was punished harshly and purified my soul, my dishonor remained. I wanted to prove my loyalty to brothers, so I was determined to be successful in this mission no matter what. My entire purpose is to be part of the foundation of Brothers Movement. Now that I've fulfilled that purpose, for the first time in my life, I understand what true happiness is.
Oh, Holy Father, Holy Brother, Holy Master, my sacred mission is at last complete.
So now I get it. I get Dio's motivations. They're really fucked up just like he is. Makes sense.
With these two hands, mankind is saved. I am your will made flesh. In your name, I give thanks.
His voice had taken on an almost reverent tone, and as he finished speaking, he made some sort of odd sign over his chest. Fi shoved his hands away.
I don't care about your goddamn mission. You did this to us. Now we're going to...
She grabbed the rock he'd held over her only minutes ago and lifted it over her head. Fi, what are you?
Shut up! You still haven't answered my question. I'm going to ask you one more time. What is the password for the number 0 bomb?
The bomb?
God damn it!
Okay. Makes sense.
Didn't I tell you to shut
Oof.
up? Now, tell me, what's the password?
He swung the rock down toward Dio's head.
Wait! Okay.
Okay, that's why she's doing this. I think she knows. She knows this will get him to tell her. Because she's seen this, I think.
Fine. It's not gonna do you any good, though. I completed my mission. What are you gonna do with the password at this point?
Well, I'm gonna undo your mission in another timeline. Literally. I think she literally knows she can do that somehow. Or she could kind of partly do it.
Not your problem. Just give it to me. Otherwise...
Fine. No skin off my back. Password for the 0 bomb is LXAQNSGDQ.
So now we've got 2 of 3. I think there's only 3 bombs. Oh hey, the last 3 letters are GDQ, like, game's done quick. Which, I enjoy watching a GDQ and SGDQ when they come on. I'm not a speed runner or a speedrun, like, fan, really, but I actually really like watching them because I love seeing all of the wholly ridiculous game knowledge that is on display and game skill and dedication and just gamers that love games doing amazing things with games. I love that. And also for charity. That's even awesomer.
You heard that, right, Sigma?
Uh-huh.
The password.
She knows that he needs to know them now. I think she might have always known that. Either that or she only got the premonitions about why he's important at some point after the point where she got the one where he was. Or that she was just lying about, it was just a feeling and that she already, had.
I'm going to try my best to remember it, but I won't know if I manage to until after I make the jump.
So she's entirely aware. I don't know if she's always entirely aware, but at this point she's entirely aware of, apparently there literally is jumps happening?
There's a chance I won't remember anything, so you need to memorize it. Just in case. Got it?
Well, he's good at remembering things, thankfully. We hear that every time that we open a safe. I had absolutely no idea what she was talking about, but I was beginning to understand it was probably pretty important. With that in mind, I repeated the strange series of letters over and over in my head, doing my best to memorize them. LXA, QNS, GDQ.
Okay. We're done with you. Let's go.
Go where?
Not sure, but I think he does. Get up.
Fi grabbed Dio's arm and held him to his feet. He jerked his arm away petulantly and began to walk. Is there a city near here?
Yeah. Well, not really a city, I guess. More like a shelter. Some people who survived the disaster live there.
Disaster? What disaster?
Just shut up and follow me. You can see for yourself.
I looked up. It must have been a clear night because there were more stars than I'd ever seen before. I thought I could even see the band of the Milky Way. Well, also you're out in the desert and not in an urban area. That always helps with seeing stars. But, oh yeah, very pretty. And in the middle of that field of stars shone that full moon. A giant red orb looming in the center of the sky. Had it always been so big? And there we go. There's the... that is a lot longer than I thought it was. And I'm even a little bit pressed for time here, kinda, sorta. So I feel a little bad about doing this ending now, but I didn't know it was gonna be this long. Okay, credits again, huh? Yeah, whenever there's this black screen for a while, it specifically waits until the song kicks in, and then credits. Which I really like, now that I know that that's what's happening and not that it's a fucking freeze. Yeah, when that piano kicks in, that's beautiful, by the way. Either way, I'm just gonna leave it here. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to, that'd be really great. Keep loving yourselves, loving the world, loving what you do, loving people, and doing what you love, and I love you. And I'll see you next time, friends.